I'm Raymond Modulin, aka the Real Estate Monkey, and host of Indy's new reality show, King of the Rehab. Over the last decade, I've brokered, bought, or sold $70 million worth of real estate, and the one thing I know is rehab. King of the Rehab. King of the Rehab. King of the Rehab. What's up? King of the Rehab. Hello and welcome. I'm Raymond Modulin, aka the Real Estate Monkey. I want to thank you for stopping by for this week's episode of King of the Rehab. As you might have recalled, last week we got to see the guys start working on their kitchens. So we got some of the before shots, and then we actually started seeing them do some of the rehabbing. Now this week, we're going to finish up and see what they actually have done and how they've completed and some of the things we're looking for. Now, what we're going to be looking for is obviously the overall feel of the kitchen and how it integrates to the whole house. We're going to worry about the lighting and some of just the whole aesthetics of the kitchen. You know, how do things look well? Do they play out? I have invited Brad Davis from the Davis Building Group. He is a custom home builder here in Indianapolis, builds on both the north side and the south side. So he has experience with taking kitchens from beginning to end. He's going to be joining us a little later and helping us judge this week's King of the Rehab. So don't forget, thank you for coming by, and we'll be back in just a few short minutes.
Yeah, basically we had really old linoleum floors. They were pretty bad shape. This is a tri-level, so it actually opens up into the family room. And then they...
Hello, I'm the Real Estate Monkey, and I'm here to tell you about my new website, realestatemonkey.com. We've partnered with many of the best real estate service providers in Indiana to provide you a one-stop website for all your real estate needs. So when you need help around the house, just log on to realestatemonkey.com and find the real top banana. While you're there, check out all of the other benefits I've made available for you. So remember, realestatemonkey.com, and get the power of the monkey behind you. We're in Brad's finished kitchen, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. I particularly like the solid surface countertops. So tell us what this used to look like and how you got it to where we're at now.
Okay, it was quite different when we started. As you can see from this bulkhead right here, this was a closed wall, and we just kind of had a galley kitchen. You know, very poor quality cabinets, yellow countertops, things of that nature. So we had our kitchen designer come in and say, look, we want something modern. We want to open it up to the rest of the house. Right. Really create that circular floor plan. And this is what she came up with. We really love the center island right here. Room for 3 bar stools on the raised bar side. And and we've got granite countertops everywhere. Custom made Amish cabinets, shaker style doors, 42-inch high uppers, crown around the top. Frigidaire Gallery series, stainless steel appliances, and that kind of tops it all off. But I really think that this is the centerpiece right here. This is where everybody's going to stand around. This is the best place to be, and it gives you great prep area here next to the stove. You've got your triangle of your sink, your cooktop, your refrigerator, and your dishwasher there. So anybody that cooks knows that you got to have your triangles. So very important in design. And then to incorporate some more storage, and over here with a smaller kitchen from this era, we really needed to maximize our storage. So we put in this really nice cabinet over here to kind of display some of your plates and give you some additional storage there.
I really do like the open concept. I think that does play well in the modern what people are looking for today. So I think it looks really good, and that's Brad's kitchen. Here we are in the kitchen with Gary, and we're going to talk a little bit about what he did to make it as beautiful as you see it. Gary, welcome, congratulations, kitchen looks great. Tell me a little bit about what you did, and particularly I want to know something about the cabinet top here.
Okay, well, the kitchen was kind of a tear out and get rid of some mold problems, new drywall insulation, that kind of stuff. But when it came to the countertops, it was really bad and it needed a custom piece. We couldn't afford custom countertops to a traditional shop, so it was something I ended up making myself with the skills as a cabinet maker.
I was going to say, but I understand you used to do that, though.
I did. I used to be a cabinet maker years ago and made high-end furniture and store fixtures and that kind of stuff.
So you have got a custom countertop in here that you made.
I actually did. I put I got the materials and put the hardwood edge on, finished it, stained it, right on down the line.
All right. Well, it looks good. As usual, you did the stellar job that I know that you could do, man. Okay. And custom countertops right here. That's all we got with Gary. All right, we're standing in the kitchen with Joe. First of all, I want to congratulate you. It looks really good, but I've noticed you've moved some things around and you added some stuff. So tell me what you did here.
Well, this was one of the unexpected things that you run into when you renovate a house. We actually were trying to save the cabinets from before, but once we got in here and started working with it, we noticed a couple things. One of which was there was no lights over the breakfast bar, so we had to add 2 pendant lights, which I think just really set that off.
You guys did all the wiring yourself?
Every bit of the wiring, absolutely. In fact, we rewired the entire kitchen to take care of that because we had to get access for the water pipes and everything. The stove originally was right here, and I thought it was a safety hazard coming around the corner, so we moved it over. So when we started doing that, the cabinetry started having some issues, so we took out all the old cabinets. These are all brand new cabinets, crown molding, countertops and everything, brand new stainless steel appliances. So the entire kitchen is completely renovated, including the wide plank hardwood floors.
Right.
That runs from here to the dining room all the way to the
living room. It's part of the hardwood floor of the living room. Well, it looks really good. I do like the idea of moving the stove, like you said, so nothing worse than knocking your shins. So it looks really great, and that's the kitchen. So we're standing in the kitchen on Lee's northeast side home, and we're going to talk a little bit about where he got it to and some of the big things that he's done with this. I really like the new appliances, but mainly talk about how you got from the beginning to here. All right.
Yeah, basically we had really old linoleum floors. They were pretty bad shape. This is a tri-level, so it actually opens up into the family room. And then they had on the wall over here, they had a small window, which originally was a door, a single door that went out onto a back deck. But at some point in time, somebody decided it wasn't a good idea, and so they put a big window in. So then what we did was we came back in and we put in French doors that open out. And then we made the deck a lot bigger, well, not really bigger, but just more open, and a concept that, you know, it's more of a party atmosphere, or, you know, you can entertain out there and really enjoy it. And then we also did the hardwood floors in here. We refinished all the cabinets, new countertops, obviously new appliances, just a lot of work, and I think it came out really well.
And these are the same floors that match the living room floors,
correct, yeah, it's all one big, this whole main floor, we did all hardwood floors throughout.
All right, thank you for that, and you've seen Lee's Kitchen. Okay, so we're in the kitchen with Sanjeev looking at what you have done to the place. I really like the open concept, and it looks a lot brighter in here. Tell us what you've done to make it look as good as it does.
Well, from the floor up, Coming in here, we had bad vinyl flooring, which was 3 levels, which took us about 3 days just to get that up before even putting ceramic tile down. We saved the old cabinets, refinished them, brought them back to life, added new hardware, and put in new countertops that were up to date. Also put a kitchen full of new appliances in it. We'll even include cold water and Gatorade when people come and it's on a hot day like today. So bringing this brightness back to the room. It's got double-ended cabinets on both sides, also with glass on the other side. It's really going to make an impact on this kitchen.
I do like the idea that you said you saved the cabinets because, as you know, older cabinets are built much better than some of the newer ones today.
Yes, they
so
are.
I think that was a very good move on your part. But like you said, making it brighter in here definitely looks bigger. Thank you very much, and that's the kitchen.
Hi, I'm Brad Davis, president of Davis Building Group. Our family-owned business has been building homes throughout central Indiana since 1955. With over 100 years of senior management experience, we build affordable family-style homes for first and second-time home buyers, or we can build custom plans on your lot. We work hard to offer neighborhoods with terrific schools and homes with spacious floor plans and great amenities. To see more wonderful neighborhoods, visit us at davisbuildinggroup.com or call Angela and Sean at the number below. So visit us at Davis Building Group and let's get started.
All right, so I'm standing here, I'm waiting on Brad Davis from the Davis Building Group. He should be here about any time. We're gonna go check out the kitchens. Hey, there you are.
How are you, Ray?
Hi, Brad, Raymond Munson. You ready?
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you what, let's take off, go look at the kitchens.
All right.
And you guys, you can come too. All right, so we've gotten rid of Brad. We're going to go back in and see what we think of his property. I brought along with me Mr. Brad Davis from the Davis Building Group. Brad, how are you?
I'm terrific.
Great. I'll tell you what I want. Let's, you and I go in and look at Brad's kitchen and tell us what we really think. All right, so
Sounds
let's
great.
go. All right, now the first thing I've noticed with Brad's kitchen, it's got the open concept look. I
Right.
like that.
Right.
The recessed refrigerator gives a little more room. I do like that. What do you think out of the gate?
Yeah, generally, I really like the colors that have been selected with the white cabinetry. The countertops are granite and a very popular design element.
Yeah, I like the solid surface countertops.
Very, very much. That's a luxury for most items, but it's wonderful when they can include that.
Yeah, now the white counter or the white cabinets, I'm really a big fan of those because they always make rooms look bigger.
Right.
So it's a good deal. Now, the one thing I've noticed, and tell me what you think, the backsplash, while it's ceramic,
Right.
very good idea. However, he's used a patterned backsplash, and it kind of, to me, clashes with the solid surface.
I would agree. The colors are close, but there is a bit of a conflict between
Yeah,
them.
I'd have went with maybe a solid color backsplash.
I would have as well.
Yeah, so that's a good idea. Now, the one thing I also do like is, as you can see, he's got the eating area that's elevated, solid surface.
Right.
The accent lights above the eating area make it really nice, but he's got recessed lighting, which eliminates a lot of the blind spots.
You know, I feel good about the lighting in the area, and I also like the fact that you can walk up, and you can have stools right in front of that bar top.
It does have that open feel, and as you know, being one of the best home builders in the city, that open concept right now is really
Absolutely.
big.
When you can bring your family room and your kitchen together to show some separation, but they are together is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, overall, Brad, what do you think? I think it's a really good, I think he did really good.
Extremely good with the space, especially that they started with.
Yeah. All right, tell you what, that's Brad's kitchen. Let's move on to the next one. You want to go?
You bet.
All right, let's go. All right, so we've gotten rid of Gary. We're going to go in and check out Gary's kitchen. I brought Brad along again from the Davis Building Group. So, Brad, thank you.
Good to be here.
Let's go on in and check out Gary's and see what we think. Now, the first thing you notice right out of the gate, this is an entry kitchen. I mean, it comes in from the outside, so it's only limited to the access from one side.
Right. Well,
All right.
I'm impressed with what a lot of the builders that I've seen and how they're taking existing space and making it creative and useful.
Right. Now, right out of the gate, the one thing that I want to notice is the dark cabinets.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that tone of that dark countertop is not as popular. Actually, even the cabinetry has got the oak look, which
Right.
In some parts of the city is maybe something of yesterday.
Right.
But in other parts of the city is actually still popular.
Yeah, now you were telling me something a little earlier about the south side, and you
Yeah.
build both on the north and the south side.
We do, and there are some little regional differences around.
Right, and you
the
said
city.
that's very popular for the south side.
Very much so. It's still very much in vogue.
I live on the south side, but I'm telling you, that's not one of my favorite looks. Now, the other thing is, Gary's a cabinet maker, so the custom cabinet top or the custom countertop has got a beveled edge.
Yep.
The problem is, once again, it's still a laminate countertop, and you run that whole risk of water with the fountain, faucet, and countertop and delamination. So that's not one of, I would have liked to have seen a solid surface, but like you were saying.
Well, at least he does have the ceramic backsplashes we can see. But you're right, the granite is always preferred if you can afford that.
And it's not really fair to judge,
Right.
one against the other. Did a really good job. It's got some dark spaces. There's no light up under the cabinets, and with the one dome light, sometimes that limits the lighting that you have and the ability to see things.
And I think I might have gone with the black appliance finish relative to the colors in the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't believe that he actually has a refrigerator in here, but you're right. Dark appliances, I guess, would have stick with the theme for the whole thing.
I would think so.
So, well, that's Gary's Kitchen. Thank you. I'll tell you what, well, let's keep going. We got a couple more. You want to go tag along?
I'm excited, yes.
All right, let's go. Okay, so I've just finished up talking to Sanjeev, and we sent him on his way. Brad has followed us from the Davis Building Group, know a little bit about building.
Good to still be
So
here.
let's go in and look at Sanjeev's kitchen and see what we think. Right out of the gate, once again, I like the light colored cabinets.
Yes.
But
Not to mix with the black appliances.
yeah. See, this is a situation of maybe the darker cabinets with the black appliances.
Right.
Or what he probably should have done is either gone with white appliances or the stainless steel.
I agree, and also just the general lighting. There's no under cabinet lighting, and it just seems dark to me.
Yeah. Well, I think part of that, once again, it looks like it's segregated off, and you got that little island sticking out there.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's a large part of countertop for him, so he can't really get rid of that counter like maybe we suggested before.
No, that's right, and but maybe some under cabinet lighting because it does come off dark.
Right.
And just there's not as much natural lighting in this kitchen area,
Yeah.
so I would think a little more attention.
Now,
to lighting.
the other thing that you may have noticed is no backsplash.
Right.
And that always could present a problem with it getting wet
Oh, sure.
or anything like that, and
You're
you're
up
having
against
issues.
drywall. Yeah, right.
So, didn't use the 42-inch cabinets.
Right. It is a little smaller kitchen, so that would have helped.
Yeah, he does have plenty of space for the natural lighting. He's got the window, he's got the sliding glass door, but all that light has been cut off by that island there.
It's by the shape of that island, and
Yeah.
it protrudes into that space.
So once again, the dome lighting over your shoulder, it's going to make a lot of dark areas while you're trying to work there in the cabinet. Does have the stainless steel sink. Back to the didn't match up the appliances in there. So I think that's going to maybe in the long run not be one of the better choices that he has done. So overall, it's a good kitchen. He did a really good job. I would have changed out a little different if I were you, and I'm sure with the Davis Building Group, these are things that you take into consideration.
That's right. I mean, unless it's a custom made to order and somebody
Right.
specifically wants that, I might have handled things a little differently.
All right, well, I think that's Sanjeev's kitchen. Okay, so we're here at Lee's house. Brad's joined me again from the Davis Building Group.
Good to be here.
We're going to go in and look at what Lee has done. So let's go. Right out of the gate, you can see one of the things that I like the most is the light cabinets.
Absolutely. I think the color choice is very sophisticated. It's got the stainless steel, but just the interplay between the gray ceramic backsplash, and there is a pattern, as you and I have talked about in the top, but it's nice color.
It's not to me as patterny, if that's such a word.
I agree. Yeah, right.
So it's more of a solid gray countertop, which doesn't conflict with the multicolor backsplash. So while he did a really good job picking the colors out. Now, the good thing is that once again, it's a circular kitchen, which means you can enter from a couple different rooms. He's opened it up. Now, the one downside that I noticed is, and I think you had mentioned this when you first walked in, was the extension of the one cabinet.
I think I might have taken that all the way a little bit closer to the door.
Yeah.
And the other thing, because it's a little smaller space, I might have gone with a 42-inch cabinet and eliminated the bulkhead above,
Yeah.
just to give a little more room for dishes in.
Well, that's pretty good because I know you do that a lot in the houses that you build, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that's always a good thing to have as much space as you can because you can't have enough cabinets.
Right.
Very open concept. He's got the French doors that'll lead to the outside. I do like the fact that he's got under cabinet lighting here. All right, so
Right.
that you know, with the globe lighting above, is not going to be blocked because he's got the under cabinet lighting.
And there's a lot of natural lighting with the French doors and the window. So really,
Yeah.
I feel very good about the lighting.
Now he's gone with the stainless steel sink, and it's got the high gooseneck that's good with the spray and all that. So
And
he's
the-
actually upgraded on that a little bit, and it matches all of the other furniture and the stainless steel appliances.
And even the drawer pulls and the cabinet pulls are the stainless steel.
And the space saver microwave, so it's once again reduced a lot of space
Yep,
off
that
the
was a
top
good
of the
move.
countertop. So I think he did a really good job on this. I like the cabinets. Overall, I think he did a good job.
Agreed.
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's keep going. One more to look at.
One more to go.
Yep. Let's keep going. All right, so we've gotten rid of Joe Musgrave. We're down here on the south side, Brad. I thank you for coming along again.
You bet.
Let's go in and take a look at Joe's kitchen. Now, right off the bat, you notice he's got the galley kitchen.
Yes, sir.
You know, the problem with the galley kitchen is tight, cramped, small, and unfortunately, Joe can't do anything about that. That's
right.
just the house.
That's what he inherited.
Yeah.
At least you do have the countertop where you could sit stools at. You know.
Yeah, he does have the the eat-in island there.
Right.
The one thing I noticed right out of the gate, once again, dark cabinets, but a
Right.
completely different type of dark.
Yeah, it's kind of a darker maple, kind of a smooth finish.
Yeah, they look more modern.
Yeah, and I think the stainless steel appliances throughout really help it look upgraded.
Now, what do you think about the oil rubbed sink with the stainless steel?
Well, I like the oil rub sink and faucet, but not with the stainless steel.
Yeah, this is one case where he might have went overkill with this because if he'd have just stayed with the stainless steel sink,
Right.
it might have, completed that whole thing. Does have the accent lighting above the eat-in bar.
That's right.
So that's great. The
Got some natural lighting through the window.
yeah, but he's got the dome lighting.
Right.
And unfortunately, in a galley kitchen, it's so cramped when you get the dome lighting over your shoulder, it blocks a lot of the light. No light on this food prep area.
Right, and as you and I have talked, sometimes under cabinet lighting can really brighten up a smaller space like that.
If you remember he's now moved the stove, so he's moved it away from the wall a little bit, so that's given him a little more cabinet space. Right there. Plus he's saved some space with the Space Saver microwave.
Yeah, that's right. So he's made a lot of efficient use with that. And really quite a bit of countertop space throughout.
Yeah, overall I think he did a really good job with what he had.
Yes.
Now, the galley kitchen is a tough kitchen to work with, very confined. In this particular case, though, it is kind of open to the living room, so he does have that openness feeling, but it's still a cramped space. Overall, I think he did a really good job. I'm sure he'll probably get his money back on this. All right, so we've looked at all 5 of the kitchens. Now, let's take a minute here and recap. We got Brad's had the open concept.
Yes.
They're at Butler Tarkington.
Right.
We then saw Sanjeev's house on the east side. He had the dark appliances. Joe Musgrave did really good with the galley kitchen. Gary Wigington had the southern, what you call the southern style.
Right.
Oak wood.
The oak
and
wood.
Lee had the subway tile with the white cabinets.
Right.
So I think they all did really well. I'm going to let you tell me what you think. You're the expert here.
Well, I appreciate that, and you're very good at this yourself. I actually really like Brad's open concept to the family room. I thought his color choices were great. The lighting was really terrific as well. I also like Lee's color choices. I thought the white cabinetry, the kind of turquoise green sort of backsplash and countertop was unique.
Yeah.
But kind of calm and cool colors. But it was, they didn't go to the 42-inch cabinets.
Yeah.
So I would think overall, I really liked probably Brad's overall the best.
Right. I'm going to have to agree with you. I like Lee's. I like the open concept. I like the light colored cabinets. Yeah. Not a big fan of the color combination, but thank goodness his countertop was a little more gray, so it kind of wasn't as displeasing as some of the others. However, I agree with you. Brad's open concept right now is very popular, and I think that's something that the new families want is that ability to, go back and forth between the kitchen and the living room and not be secluded in there. Plus, the solid surface cabinet tops.
Oh yeah, the granite always makes a big difference.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to go with Brad as well. So I think this week, we're going to have to say that Brad is probably the winner. So congratulations, Brad.
Congratulations.
You won week number 2 of King of the Rehab in the kitchen. Now, I know there were some questions, and if people out there have questions, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, we'd be eager to help. If you tune in to www.davisbuildinggroup.com, Sean and Angela are our main 2 sales representatives, and you'll see their icon on the internet there.
All right, Brad, thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Ryan.
And thank you, and congratulations one more time to Brad Litz for winning the kitchen this week's King of the Rehab. All right, I want to thank you for hanging with us this week and seeing all the complete kitchens. You've seen what Brad thought of the kitchens. You've seen what I thought of the kitchens. What I would like to encourage you guys to do now is take your turn and let me know what you think of the kitchens. Go to kingoftherehab.com and vote for the favorite kitchen and let us know what you think. Don't forget, there are certain things that you need to look for, so vote for the best kitchen. I want to thank Mr. Brad Davis for stopping by from the Davis Building Group. And if you've got any questions about new home build or rehabbing, get a hold of them at www.davisbuildinggroup.com, and they would be glad to help you. Or you could email me. I'm at realestatemonkey.com. Either way, but I would encourage you to let us know. We're out here and letting you see exactly what we see, so it's your turn to actually show us what you think of the kitchens. Now, next week, I am sure that Mr. Big is going to have another assignment for me, and you guys are going to want to stick around to see if we can actually track down Mr. Big. We're getting so close. We know he's a Northside person. We've been in that Carmel area. Next week, I'm not quite sure what room it is, but I know that he's going to have something for us to do. So I would encourage you to tune in and check that out. Thank you once again, and don't forget, you've been watching King of the Rehab. King of the Rehab. King of the Rehab. King of the Rehab. What's up?